new money, new bands, new hundreds.
Yo, Kyle, this shit's crazy.
Friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds.
Yeah, my day ones know I post up, so just come through. If you say nothing, you glow up, she can come too. Can't say nothing when he choked up, so just cut him loose. We stay calm when we froze up, that's what diamonds do. Yeah, new island, stay coasting. Can't find us, stay ghosting. My silence is smoking, outshining the ghosting. Headlining the show then, reclining my throne and fine dining, you know it. Deep diving that whoa, I'm the ruler, I'm known. All of my shooters stay closed, all of my jewelry cold, all of my Ubers are dope. Lex Luthor my role model, one queen and I throw models. So wet that I need goggles, all business and no drama. Cause all I really need is more commas. And all these niggas this time. Cause all you niggas dogs no commas. So don't apologize, y'all. You see them still, nigga, just holler. Cause I'm not still, nigga, just holler. Yeah, just holler.
Waiting for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds.
Said what you want, let me know, I'ma throw you bone, then watch you go. You didn't even believe in this shit, you tried it once and then you choke. Cause y'all stay sleeping and I stay woke, making racks and y'all still broke. Sipping on that Henny Coke, y'all laughing, I ain't telling jokes. That's real talk and that time that's ticking, that's real clock. You heard that clipping, that's real Glock. Your life is slipping, that's real shock. My wrist is dripping, that's real watch. My crew stay whipping, that's real mock. My clothes stay dripping, that's real swatch. If you ain't gonna dip, you can still watch, that's real talk, my nigga, Like Afro Man wrote a Coupe de Ville, my nigga, Like Sam Crow, but I'm real grim, my nigga, All this cash flow, but I can't swim, my nigga, Out in Buffalo, let's meet at 10s, my nigga,
Whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah, the new friends. Waiting for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah, the new friends. Praying for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends. We got one dream and that's we got one scheme and that's one theme and that's my whole life and that's one love. One love, got one dream and that's one love. One love, we got one scheme and that's one love. One love, that's one theme and that's one love. It's one love, my whole life. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love, girl. All these girls keep chasing views like they doing something. They ain't doing nothing. And all these boys keep making moves cause they assuming something. Everybody doing fake friends like they crew or something. But all these people make my stomach sick like the flu or something. They crying X, 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 cause they prince is gone. We might just flex, 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 cause I'm money long. They selling sex, 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 cause it's selling strong. I might just bag a check, 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 girl, and take you home. Yeah, real love, I owed you. Real love, I showed you. I wish for once that you would back me up, but I can't expect that I know you. Cause we been there and then we came through it. Backstabbed and then we undo it. A lot of people said they come through, but when it came to it, ain't one do it. We got one dream and that's. We got one scheme and that's. One theme and that's. My whole life and that's. One love. One love. Got one dream and that's. One love. One love, we got one scheme and that's one love. One love, that's one theme and that's one love. It's one love, my whole life. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I got my head down, arms are up. I didn't think life would be this rough. Back and forth, we went do-si-do, and then I packed my bags and I hit the road. We were making moves without a clue. I took my love away from you. Looking back, all regret. My chin is up and you puffed your chest. Cause we're coming for the go, girl, we won't stop. Working and we grind until we hit the top. Everyone is waiting for the love that we are chasing, and the haters will be hating, but we won't stop. Cause we running and we gunning. So watch out, cause we coming. One love, we in our feelings, and it's not gonna crumble, yeah. We got one dream and that's. We got one scheme and that's. One theme and that's. My whole life and that's. One love. One love. Got one dream and that's. One love. One love. We got one scheme and that's. One love. One love. That's one theme and that's. One love. That's one love. My whole life. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
He's heating up!
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love. Yeah, that's one love. Our life together has one theme and that's one love. I said that's one love. I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love, girl. And you that one love, girl. One love. One love. One love. One love. And you that one love, girl. One love. One love. It's one love.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
It's white cis men who are a part of the far right-winged ideology of fascism.
You have poor mental health.
I let my wife sleep with other men.
White shenanigans.
You don't need to virtue signal this hard.
Unvaccinated.
I'm a simp.
It's called a cuck.
Cis.
Soy bitch.
Oh!
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole norm.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 30 schwam of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you bees.
It's the fucking Catalina wine.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. Thanks for watching on Rumble. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends. And if you're listening later or watching later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you bang your ear holes, make sure that you leave a 5-star review. Again, Spotify, you can watch and listen. And of course, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere else, leave a 5-star review. It helps tremendously. Thanks for being here. Today is the Fefcast. And for those that don't know, we obviously have an amazing overtime segment for members only right after today's show. So we will be featuring that inside the Daily Swole Telegram for members. Again, you can head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the fam today. We'll have a brand new driving while gaining this week, so it's going to be fucking fire. Don't miss out on that. Members only, join us. And of course, we have the Swolenormous app that's launching soon. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that, and you'll be getting first access as a member. And that's where all our programs and yoga and master classes and everything we have. And of course, when the app drops, we are sitting on a fucking volcano stockpile of new content that we are loading up for the new app that is coming later this summer. So swolenormousx.com, and overtime will happen at the end of today's episode. Now, let's get into the show today. Fam, are you ready? I said, are you ready? All right. Glockenspiel any? Very nice. Okay, let's get into the tip, fam. Are you ready? Hashtag Fef. It's fucking Friday. That's blue. That's blue color. That's why it's kind of shimmering, because it's kind of green. It's got some green in it. So the green screen, of course, is shimmering through, but it's a blue Fef card, Fuck'em Friday. And if you don't know what Fuck'em Friday is, it's a day that we unfollow, unsubscribe, we block out all the noise, make sure you clean up your contacts list, clean up the podcasts that you listen to. Of course, not the Daily Swole. You got to bang your ear holes with some knowledge cock, but all those things, get rid of the people, use this as a weekly cleaning, cleanse your community, cleanse pillar number 1. And that's really important. Okay. You should be doing this every single day, but at least let Fridays be a day where you pay a little extra attention. You bring it to the front of your consciousness. That way you can actually make some of those changes. Pillar number 1, your community, your environment, absolutely essential. If you surround yourself with shitty people, it's going to drag you down to their level. So make sure you rise above, clean that shit out, focus on your 7 pillars every day. Focus on pillar number 1, especially on a Friday. Fuck 'em Friday. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the tip. Are you ready? Time to moisturize. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, before we do, I am rocking today. I'm rocking the Go to the Fucking Gym Taylor Swift design. Go and you might not like Taylor Swift. I don't. I couldn't name one single song, but I can grift off her merch. Go to the fucking gym. Any way I can tell people to go to the fucking gym and make fun of Taylor Swift, I will do it. I will jump on that opportunity in a heartbeat. Go over to papaswolio.com. Check out all the new merch. We have Deadlift, brand new design Deadlift. We have a lot of other new designs. We got Optimus Pump. We have this design that I'm wearing, and we have a lot of other ones that are 20% off the entire site. Actually, we're doing a 20% off everything But we have 20% off new releases at any time. But of course, right now we're running a site-wide special over there at papaswolio.com. So 20% off everything if you're thinking about picking up some new nip covers, a new tote bag, a new flowy crop top, all those new drops. Make sure you go and check it out, flags. Everything on the site is 20% off, so it's absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
That's right. Go and check it out, papaswolio.com. Let's get into the first Swole Fam post. Shall we dance? Beaches. Here we go. Brian.
What's in the box?
Brian. What's up, Swole Fam? I've had some mild chronic shoulder pain in my left shoulder. Tried out Swollen 7 Mobility Round 1 for shoulders. Did on Monday and again this morning, and it appears to help afterwards. My question is, how often should I do this? Can I do it every day or every other day? Well, Brian, that's a great question, and sorry to hear about your shoulder pain. What I would recommend is one of the things when you're doing mobility or you're doing strengthening, you're doing activation exercises, you want to give your body a chance to recover. So even if you feel good today, which is great, you shouldn't be like crazy sore. Maybe if you did something unique that you've never done before. But I would recommend doing it every other day, or go by how you feel. But just keep in mind that it's not going to be bad for you to wait longer. It's not going to be bad for you to give an extra day of recovery. What I would also encourage you to look at is the Shoulder Awareness Program. It's one of our accessory programs inside the program Vault. So that's great for activating all the muscles that are on the posterior portion of the shoulder, the rotator cuff, middle and lower trapezius, areas that chronically get underworked, which is why people have or end up generally having shoulder problems. So check that out as well. So you probably can do it every day. I actually have to look at Swollen 7 Mobility Round 1 specifically. It should be something that you could do every day, but if you feel fine, you're free to do it again as long as you feel good. It's up to you. But again, if you give some more recovery in between, it's not going to be worse for you to wait longer. So just go by your own personal judgment. The mobility Swollen 7s are not with any weights, so you should have no problem doing it 2 days in a row. But I would also look into the Shoulder Awareness Program, because that's going to be a little bit more focused on activation and rehabbing and getting your shoulder more bulletproof. So check that out. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got some confessions. Oh, I like confessions. RW on the discussion boards. What's up, Beaches? What's up, RW? Hey, Beaches, been listening to the podcast for a while now. Decided to try something new, so here I am. Starting my first program soon. Still building it in my weight journal to track progress. LFG, let's fucking go. Good for you. So still building it in your weight journal. I'm assuming you're just putting in the details. So curious if you're watching live, what program you're doing, and welcome to the fam. We are stoked to have you. And if you have any questions, make sure that you don't hesitate to submit a question over at askpapaswolio.com, post in the Telegram chat, the Facebook group. Again, we're going to have an app dropping soon. You can show up on the show and ask during the Knowledge Cock portion. So we're happy to answer any questions for members. And of course, twice a month, we have the roundtable, so you can show up and come on the live call and ask me and other members of the fam directly. But the great thing about the Swole fam is we're in the Telegram chat all the time, the Facebook group. People are always in different time zones. And so many members have done these programs multiple times, so they can give you some insights as to maybe what they would recommend based on what your individual needs are. So we don't really have any more details as to what your background is or what you're trying to accomplish. So that being said, make sure you reach out and introduce yourself a little bit more and, you know, break it down. That way we can give you some more guidance. But maybe you're talking about the 90-day dash. Maybe you're talking about the 90-day dash. But good for you. Welcome. Katie, via Swole text. Hi, Papa. I have to confess, I have slacked off big time this summer. Wait, fam, wait. Can you just wait to jump on her? Let's read this first, okay? I got a new job in May, and my schedule isn't always the same, and I work through lunch sometimes. And we just took our daughter to college this past Friday, and we concentrated on spending as much time with her as possible. Now she's at college, I can and will concentrate on me. I have kept writing a few times a week and doing yoga here and there, but this week I'm going to concentrate on nutrition and getting at least one lifting session in my week. Gonna start slow, smiley face. So writing a few times a week, I don't know what that means. Bike riding, horseback riding, spinning. I don't know what you mean, but good. Hopefully you're getting back into more lifting. And remember, lifting is the key. So make sure that you are focusing on your lifting. Okay, last post here. This is another Swole text from Mike. Mike says, this is my second week in the fam. Well, that's fucking awesome. Let's get another. Wow. Last week, I committed to one, schedule my workouts for the week and get them done. I was 80% successful. Number two, doing a brain gains before I opened my emails at my desk, which was 90% successful. And number three, meal prep on Sunday and Wednesday, which was 100% successful. This week, I want to keep those habits, but start to focus more on sleep. I allowed myself to doom scroll this week and ended up going to sleep much later than I planned just about every night. My focus this week is to get to sleep earlier. I've set an alarm at 10 p.m. to take magnesium and start my wind down process. This will also start a 30-minute countdown to put my phone away for the night. By doing these, the goal is to be asleep by 11. Nice. Good for you. And when it comes to magnesium, sometimes the supplementation, you might need some earlier in the day. So right before doing the show, I did legs yesterday. I crushed it. I fucking crushed it. And I was lying on we have a big beanbag with church and stuff. And I was actually watching the RFK speech. If you didn't check that out, man, what a fucking fire speech that was. Go check that out. Anyway, my leg, I almost felt a little bit crampy. And then when I was coming in to set up the show, my eye was twitching a little bit. So took some magnesium, it went away. And some of those things, of course, cramping, but an eye twitch is a classic sign. It's like the sign that you have a magnesium deficiency, at least in the short term, right? So that's a good time to take some magnesium. And you don't always have to have the same amount, but I just take the powders, mix it in, tastes like shit, but down the hatch, boom, feel much better. So take it when you need it. At night is great. Also earlier in the day around your workouts is when I take it too. So it's good stuff. Most people are chronically deficient. And even if you eat quality foods, it's just hard to get in some of these micronutrients just because of the soil and, depends on what you're eating. Some foods are higher in magnesium than others. And if you're lifting hard, and everyone's going to retain magnesium differently, and et cetera, et cetera. So if you have restless leg syndrome, you have cramps, if you have eye twitches and stuff, that's a sign for magnesium supplementation. Okay, let's get into a couple email responses. 100% free. Get on the email list. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com. And I will stretch out your inbox. If you're feeling a little tight, a little dry, it just hasn't been something that you've been paying attention to, and you really haven't gotten anything good in there lately, go to makeemailswoleagain.com, and you will never forget my emails. You'll never forget it, and you'll look forward to it. You'll get addicted. We got one from Aaron. Aaron says, I'm 53. This is responding to how often should you work out, and make sure you respond to the emails, and we'll feature you potentially on the show. Aaron says, I'm 53, been training for 3 years. I was training every other day, chest and biceps, back and shoulders, legs and triceps, wanting to grow muscle and look more lean. I'm trying this routine, currently training 3 on and 1 off. I'm finding though that by training everything twice a week, I'm quite sore. So maybe this is too much. Diet is good and consistent, and sleep is generally okay, getting about 6 to 7 hours a night. That's a little bit on the low side, but I got some pointers for you. I'll train 3 to 4 exercises per muscle group, and generally I'll do 10 to 12 sets per muscle group. Wow. Focusing on intensity and working to complete failure other than a warm-up set to loosen up to start. Yes, I'm starting to shape up, just sore. Thought training everything twice a week would bring up my lagging areas such as legs, biceps, and traps. Kind regards, Aaron. Okay, so we've been talking about this. I mean, I feel like we're always going to talk about this. We're always going to talk about intensity and volume. So let's get into this. First off, thanks for the response. 6 to 7 hours a night could be better, but you want to try to do a little bit better than that. So you're doing 3 on and 1 off. I don't care what your split is. It's too much. You're not recovering. With 1 day off a week, you're not recovering. Straight up, you're not recovering. You're doing chest and biceps, back and shoulders, legs and triceps. So you're taking 1 day off a week. You're doing 3 to 4 exercises per muscle group. That means that chest and biceps, you're doing 3 to 4 exercises for chest and 3 to 4 exercises for biceps. Okay. 10 to 12 sets per muscle group. So that's like 3 to 4 sets. You're doing 25 sets. You're doing 20, 25 sets. For each workout. So that's 75. You're doing 150 sets a week. Is that my math? if you're doing 10 to 12 sets per, like, let's say 20 to 25, you're doing 120 to 150 sets a week. Dude, you're way too much. You're not lifting heavy enough. You're doing way too much. Way too much. So for example, for that logic, I'm just saying this is what I do. You're 53, bro. You're 53. You ready for this? Okay. I'm 41. I want to tell you what I do. So that means for chest, you're doing chest twice a week and you're doing 10 to 12 sets per muscle group. So let's say you're doing 12 sets for chest on Monday and then you're doing 12 sets. So you're doing 24 sets for chest. Okay. You ready, Aaron? 24 sets for chest and you're 53. Guess how many sets I did for chest this week? 4. You're doing 6 times the amount, 6 times the volume that I'm doing. And I'm not saying that I'm the end all be all, but that's what I'm doing for my training. And I'm just recovering enough. Maybe I'll do 3, but that's a 50% increase in my volume. So you're doing way too much. No kidding, you're sore. You're beating yourself into the fucking ground. Honestly, the best thing for you to do, the best thing for Aaron to do would be to join Swolenormous X and to start Maximum Swole. That would be the best thing for you to do. You do not need, if you can train twice a week. So Aaron, based on this, you're going to have to listen to some of the previous episodes. We talk a lot about it. I would recommend for you an upper lower split. Sounds like you like to do upper body together or full body. Full body 3 times a week, or you can do an upper lower. So you have a choice. You do legs and triceps, so maybe you might like a full body. 53, it might be a better choice. Upper lower is great. So for upper lower, I'm doing 2 sets of chest on the first workout. I'm doing 2 sets of chest on the second one. Maybe I'll do 3, but I really find that if I do 3, it throws off my recovery. 2 is kind of a sweet spot for me. You might be able to do 3. That's fine. Okay. So on one of my upper body days, I'll do 2 sets of chest, then maybe 2 sets of low rows or T-bar rows. Ready for this? And then I might do 1 set of cable lateral raise, 1 set of biceps, 1 set of triceps. But then I'm doing it again the week. You don't really need more than 2 or 3 sets total for any body part in a week. Some can handle a little bit more volume, depends on your recoverability, depends on your split, depends on what you're focusing on. It's way too much. That's why you're sore. I got sore just reading that. And Krista says, I'm sore just listening. Way too much. Way too much. And here's another thing, a little misnomer. Okay. Diet's good and consistent, 6 to 7 hours of sleep. You're just not recovering. You're doing way too much. You're just beating yourself into the ground for no reason. You're wasting your time. You are. And it says focusing on intensity. Incorrect. You cannot focus on intensity with that much volume because you're not able to train intensely. You're doing too much volume. You're not able to train intensely because your body isn't recovered. You're not able to go 100%. You're only getting, like, the first set that you're doing for any body part, and especially the first set of your entire workout, the first set is going to be the most stimulating set. You only need 1 set after that, and then after that, it's just diminishing returns. Sure, you could do 3 sets for a body part. You could do 4. But the 3rd and the 4th set are just, you may as well do that another day because you're really getting all of it from the first one and then a little bit, marginally more from, or marginally less from the second one. But man, you really need to cut that down. I'm telling you, Maximum Swole is great for you. Feel free to join in on the show and ask a question. But what you said at the end, I'm training everything twice a week, would bring up thought training everything twice a week. You ready? And this is textbook. Aaron, this is a textbook. This is like almost a testimonial for Maximum Swole. If Aaron does Maximum Swole, he's gonna be like, oh my God, I never thought that. This will be a before and after, right? We'll have an email saying, it's fucking great. I feel so much better. I have more energy. So at the end, thought training everything twice a week would bring up my lagging areas such as legs, biceps, and traps. I want everyone to think about that. I'm gonna say it again. Thought training everything twice a week would bring up my lagging areas such as legs, biceps, and traps. Okay, one thing, you're focusing on too many things to bring up, but also thought training everything twice a week. In other words, I thought more was better. So we're not shaming you, Aaron. I'm not rubbing your nose in it because you pooped on the floor, but this is the classic more is better. It's not. That's a big mistake when it comes to lifting weights. So you thought that doing more would be better. In fact, doing less than you ever thought, but you're training harder. You're actually going to be training intensely for the first time ever. So I would recommend you do a maximum swole. If you have any more questions, send us an email, show up on the show. Happy to go into it more. Let's move on. Listen to some other episodes or just plug into the show more often. You can submit a question. Like you can call into the show, askpapaswolio.com. You can call in and then we'll feature your call. So if you want to call in, Aaron, please do. How often should you work out? Briggs TJ82, Papa Soul, I work out every day. On recovery days, I go to a hot spring bathhouse and do mobility workouts that I memorized from Inside Swolenormous X. Thank you for them. They're really helpful. Since doing mobility and recovery days the past 6 weeks, I've broken through plateaus at the gym. I can lift heavier, and I'm finally activating the lower part of my back system. Ooh, the back system. But that's fantastic. So recovery, you're breaking through plateaus. So this goes to the previous email. If you are recovering, right? You're minimizing fatigue, and there's different types of fatigue, but if you're minimizing the fatigue, you're providing the growth stimulus, but you're minimizing the fatigue, you're going to feel better too. You're going to be able to push harder. You're going to be able to build more muscle more effectively because you're actually making it back to baseline and beyond. Are you doing it every day? Pat says, well, I recently was diagnosed with sleep apnea and I have an appointment for a CPAP machine Wednesday and hoping it'll be a game changer for proper sleep, resulting in better health and more gains. Been struggling with 5 to 6 hours sleep, broken by waking up 2 to 3 times a night. My sleep test showed that I stopped breathing 77 times per hour on average with this, which is hella scary. Praying this solves some issues. I'll keep you posted. Good. I would also really go into, not sure if you are obese, but very common to have that issue if you are overweight or obese. Definitely look into better nutrition, et cetera, but best wishes. Hope that does help you, and make sure you focus on all those other things I mentioned because nutrition is absolutely paramount. I said it before. If you want to ask a question, go to askpapaswolio.com and call into the show. We'll take some live questions now. Hashtag askpapaswolio in the comments, and we'll get into it. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see. Question. Miss Texas Fit. Papa Swole on maximum swole. Which split would you suggest if glutes/legs is what I want to focus on and don't really like to hit chest? Parentheses, don't need to grow it. Well, I mean, upper, lower, or full body. You could do full body every other day or something like that. Remember, it's low volume, more frequency, and just prioritize your glutes and legs. So if you want to focus on glutes, then you could do maybe RDLs on, do a set of RDLs or 1 or 2, depending on how you're going to schedule your stuff. But if you're training, 3 days a week or every other day, or doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then maybe taking 2 days off or taking 1 day off and going Sunday, Tuesday, everyone's different. If you do full body, it doesn't really matter. I prefer upper, lower, but I also recommend full body and then just leave out the chest. Or maybe do a set of push-ups here and there or whatever. You don't have to do chest training. Just leave that out. Just make sure you train your glutes or your legs, whatever you're trying to hit with your glutes or your legs, first in the workout. So if you do full body, you can just pick a leg or glute exercise. I mean, legs or glutes, but an area that you want to work and just rotate those exercises. Let's say you do RDLs on Monday and then Wednesday you're doing hack squats, and then RDLs on Friday, and then Sunday hack squats, and then Tuesday RDLs, and then you do 2 sets, or maybe 1 set, or glutes. If you want to focus more on your glutes, you could just do 1 set every other day, but you're warming up. You're doing 1 or 2 or 3 warm-up sets, and that 1 set is an all-out set, but you're able to recover from it quicker. It really depends on your recoverability and the exercise you choose. And just keep in mind that compound exercises are more fatiguing. So you can do an isolation exercise and probably do that more frequently than you can for something that's like, doing deadlifts every day or every other day is not going to be a good idea, or doing squats every other day. It could be very taxing. So it really depends on what else you're doing and how quickly you recover. So there's certain rules behind fatigue. Training muscles from a lengthened position is going to be more fatiguing. Going closer to failure and higher repetitions is going to be more fatiguing. Compound movements will be more fatiguing. So a leg extension is going to be less fatiguing than a leg press. A leg extension is going to be less fatiguing than a squat. A prone leg curl is going to be less fatiguing than a seated leg curl. A seated leg curl is going to be less fatiguing than RDLs. Good question. All right, if you want to follow up, that's fine. Let's
What's in the box?
let's get this one. Lee A50, Papasolio. Are you the real Papasolio? Fucking, that's what I do.
You switch the samples.
That's what I do. Of course I'm the real Papasolio. Why wouldn't I be? God damn. CHR 1500, what's a good beginner training routine? Full body or upper lower split? And what are your goals? What are your goals? Nibor E. Papasolio, do you go to the fucking gym 7 days a week? I am the gym. Motherfucker. I am the gym.
Boom shakalaka!
7 days a week. I do not lift heavy 7 days a week. I recommend you do some sort of activity, mobility, sauna. You're doing something with your training. Remember, going to the fucking gym every day is just staying on your training protocol. So a day off from intense training is staying on your program. People are like, oh, it's a day off and I'm eating like shit. Or you don't let everything go to hell because you're not training intensely that day. Today, I'm not lifting heavy. I'm feeling it everywhere. Tomorrow, I'm going to be great. I'm going to crush my upper body. I'm still on my program. This is part of my program. The recovery and the repair is the game. When I'm doing the work, it's the growth stimulus, and I'm doing it with intent to recover as quickly as possible. I want that growth stimulus to be that sharp spike, and I want to bring it down to baseline levels. I want to get back to recovery as soon as possible. I don't want to do a set more than I have to do. And a lot of people really want to do more because they like to lift. And let me tell you, fam, again, I always talk about it. I love to lift, but I love getting results more. So you have to get out of this entertainment thing in your mind, and doing more is not better. You might want to be in the gym longer, do more sits, or get a bigger pump. Do you want bigger muscles, or do you want a temporary pump that's going to go away and you're going to look skinny again? You can get a pump by doing light weights, but getting a pump is not hypertrophy, and getting sore is not hypertrophy. Doing extra is not hypertrophy. Lift with Eli. What helps you with making videos and not being nervous? Practice, I suppose. I'm not sure what videos you're referring to, but you just get better with practice. You get better at anything, whether it's nerves or knowing if something's running or looking at the camera or talking or doing stuff. I'm better now at making content and editing it and filming it with the right lighting and stuff. I'm better at doing things now than I was when I started, and I should be. Otherwise, I'm not doing it well. You should be getting better. So the only thing that's going to help you get better with being nervous is to keep on practicing and get better. And then maybe you're always nervous, but you'll get better at executing it and you'll feel better. Okay. Cocktails and such _ Philly. Papa Soy, have you ever dealt with plantar fasciitis? I have. One of the best things for that is to strengthen your anterior tibialis, strengthen your calves, strengthen your ankles, practice yoga, get out of foot coffins, stop wearing high-heeled shoes. And I'm not talking about literal high heels, like, like female high heels, but wearing sneakers or dress shoes. They compress your feet, they elevate your heels, and those things are going to lead to plantar fasciitis. If you're going running and you're smashing your feet are slapping because you don't have good eccentric control with your anterior tibialis, you're running heel to toe, you're going to get shin splints, you can have plantar fasciitis. So I would definitely start practicing yoga and start strengthening your feet, start strengthening all the muscles around your ankle and your knees and your lower back. The knee, hip, and ankle mobility master classes are fantastic in Swolenormous X. So highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Okay. Shane, let me see if I could bring this up on the screen. Shane's got a question. Shane's got a nice juicy post here. All right. Shane says, I'm 53. Any suggestions on what to do with a shoulder impingement? My left shoulder has something going on. Bothers me when I do incline flies or presses. Also when I rotate it. Say when I do forward and backward circles with the club, discomfort is when my arm is behind me between 2 and 4 o'clock, if that makes sense. Do you know how to tell time? What do you mean 2 and 4 o'clock? You mean like if this is the clock? So that'd be like here? Like this? Anyway, if you have a shoulder impingement, it could be the supraspinatus, it could be the infraspinatus. What I would recommend is do some of those swollen 7 mobility and check out the shoulder awareness program. So some great things would be external rotations. It would be prone presses. It would be floor cobras, things without weight to start, but it just takes time. And what you need to do is generally what happens is you have an imbalance with your musculature and your posture, and you get excessive friction with the muscles that are going under the bones and around the shoulder joint. And what happens is they start rubbing, they get inflamed, then they kind of, the inflammation takes up more space, so they rub more, so they get more inflamed, and then it rubs more, and then it gets more inflamed, and it kind of cascades. That's why you might stop for a while. The pain goes away. Okay, let me start working out again, and the pain comes back because you're not really solving the problem. You got to create more balance. So check that out. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Mariano Fernandez Cucho. And the dots, dot. Papa Swole, I've been going to the gym to lose weight, but now I've reached a plateau. How do I get out? A plateau of what? Weight loss? You mean fat loss? Build muscle. You're a dude. You need to build muscle. So it's probably your nutrition, but also it could be what you're doing for lifting weights. Could be the type of food you're eating. Could be your sleep. Could be a bunch of things. So remember, it's not just the food quantity. It's the food quality. Makes a huge difference. Again, you got to stop just thinking about how much, because you can't just keep eating less. You're lifting weights. Your body is going to, your metabolic rate's going to increase. You're going to metabolize more fat. It's going to be better for you. So don't go to the gym to lose weight. Go to the gym to build muscle. I'm telling you, fam, go to the gym to build muscle, and you will trim off the fat by making better food choices and lifestyle habits. Don't go to the gym to lose weight. Don't go to the gym to lose fat. Go to the gym to fucking build muscle. Go to the gym to build muscle. All right. Sus Maria, Papa Swole, what do you do when you're sick? Well, I really, honestly, I'm grateful for it. I really don't get sick, but you want to get sun. You want to drink a lot of water, electrolytes, eat quality food, get sleep, take care of yourself. The thing is, what are you doing that leads you to getting sick? Once you're sick, your body is just going to have to fight off and overcome whatever you're sick with. But the point is not to worry, not to wonder what it's about what you do to prevent getting sick. So once you're sick, it's your habits from when if you have healthy habits, it's going to follow through. You're going to keep the same habits when you're sick. I'm not saying go to the gym and do that kind of stuff, but take care of yourself. The question is, why are you getting sick? And if you're getting sick often, that's usually a deficiency. Vitamin D supplementation is important, but it's not like you get sick and pound vitamin D, all of a sudden it's going to go away. But those are things that you should be doing or getting from the sun and lifestyle habits on a regular basis. Mossy Gianni, Papa Swole, when I demonize vegetable oil, I don't know if I demonize it. It's garbage. So I'm just kind of sharing the fact that it's trash. Do you include also extra virgin olive oil and extra virgin coconut oil? Why? What I'm talking about when it comes to oils, I'm talking about ultra processed oils. So I'm talking about canola oil, safflower oil, all these different ultra processed oils. So there are definitely bad olive oils. I personally don't use olive oil. There's some mixed in with my beef tallow lotion sometimes, or the creams. I use coconut oil when I brush my teeth. When I floss, I use organic coconut oil. I don't use it I don't consume it though. I'm not big on consuming olive oil. I don't think it's bad for you, but I think you're better off I eat a lot of raw butter, and we cook in tallow, and whole eggs. I get a lot of fat from the steaks that I eat. So I don't necessarily look for olive oil per se. But you just got to be careful you're not getting rancid oils. A lot of times they're cut on the shelves. In other words, they're cut with other oils or they go bad and they get rancid. So you got to be cautious of that. But I'm talking about ultra processed oils, ultra processed vegetable and seed oils, which are literally industrial waste products. But a high quality olive oil or coconut oil is not the same thing. It's not the same type of It's not the same type of processing. It's not the same type of. You need to look at how these, high fructose corn syrup, and you need to look up how canola oil and these things are made, and you're gonna realize, holy shit, I'm sucking down 50 pounds of corn in like a couple tablespoons. Like, you have to look up how these things are made, and you'll see the difference between the processing. Because you say processing, it's like, okay, you can say that your meat, if someone butchers a cow, you're getting grass-fed, grass-finished beef, they're chopping it up. You can call that processing. I mean, you're going to have to eat it somehow and get it packaged and stuff like that. But in other words, a lot of these oils are stripped. They're used with, there's the heavy machinery, but there's also, a lot of different chemicals that are added in order to break down and to grind down the seeds or the X, Y, and Z in order to extract the oil. So there's a lot of chemicals and high heat, high temp processing and stuff that just makes it industrial waste. Good question. Abe Bouton. Abe Bouton. Abe Bouton. Abe Bouton. I think I nailed it. Abe Bouton. Je m'appelle Abe Bouton. Okie dokie. Loretta says, I saw a video making corn oil look like a meth lab. If you want a great video, this is an older documentary. It's called King Corn. I think you can watch it on Netflix or something like that. I don't know if it's on Netflix or is it Hulu? Whatever. But King Corn, these guys go from farm to table with high fructose and how to make high fructose corn syrup. It's fucking disgusting. I think it's from like 2008 or something like that. I've talked about it before. King Corn. If you want to learn how high fructose corn syrup is made, you'll never put that shit. You never bring that shit in your house again. Check it out. Michelle says, I love how you entertain yourself during the Mancast. You can say thank you to Abbé Bouton. Je m'appelle Abbé Bouton. It's good, right? Nailed it. Perfect. What sound I eat if I am vegetarian? See, you're vegetarian and it's affecting your brain. That's why you can't spell. Okay? That's why you can't spell. All right, I'm just kidding. What should I eat if I'm vegetarian? Steak. Steak. You should eat steak. If you're a vegan, you should eat steak. You're not a vegetarian. You eat. You're purposely avoiding the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. You can eat eggs unless you're a vegetarian. So you're not, if you're vegetarian, you're not full retard.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
So you're close. You're close. You could still win an Academy Award. You're not going to go home empty-handed. You can still go with eggs. So pastured eggs. Eat those eggs. Oh, good. Last question. Good. Last question. Okay. Any other live questions? We're good. Going once, going twice. We got overtime coming up, so let's go. Bows.
That's deep.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Ooh, gnarly. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, o 3. 1, 2, o 3. Check it out. 1, 2, o 3. Ooh, let me send this to a friend of mine. Boom, boom. Boom. All right, Aaron says, can I get a 2? You can get a 2. You can get a higher. All right, this is called Separate Black Kids. Perfect, Aaron. Aaron, perfect. That's perfect. That was meant to be. All right. Aaron is our token melanin concentrated serial killer. So separate black kids. Aaron's like, fuck. Separate black kids. God damn it, Aaron, you bigot.
I'm going to be real, and I don't give a.
That is a pineapple head right there. Okay.
I'm going to be real, and I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Black children need to be separated from white children and any other race when it comes to education, because no other race, especially white people, will tell the black person's history, truthfully, about where they come from, who they are, and what they are. The white person will only suppress the black person's history to maintain their genetic survival, to bring about a news story that doesn't even exist.
Aaron, what are you people doing over there? What are you people doing over there, bro?
I don't believe you people.
What's going on?
What do you mean, you people?
Oh my God. Oh my God. If you're just listening, what is happening here? I don't even know what the point of that was. There's a new history. Brothers and sisters, there's a new history on the horizon. As far as I can see, I see white people. Crackers everywhere. What's up with that shit? What the fuck was that? All right. What was that? All right. All right. What was that? What's up? All right. Pick a number 1 or 2. Aaron has left the chat. Yeah. All right. That video was a hate crime. Okay, number 1 or number 2? Pick a number 1 or number 2. We got 2 left. Oh, Mr. Mustard. The tainty man. Oh, yes, he is. Little golf clap. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so tired. He's so tired of all this bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweet boy. I'm sorry. Cerny says, put Aaron in a corner he can't come out of. Cerny's trying to put y'all back in chains. Chill out, Cerny. Calm down. Cerny's like, well, back in my days. No. Don't go that far. Don't go back to Cerny's days. Cut. All right. Speaking of Cerny, let's do number 1. This is called Fat Liberation Month. Fat Liberation Month.
It's Fat Liberation Month, which really needs to be every month. And for those of us in fat bodies, it is essentially every month the quest for liberation. And I remember when I was in a smaller body,
When you're a baby? I remember when I was in a smaller body. I mean, I do. I was 10. Okay. I remember when I was in a smaller body. Oh.
I thought that meant freedom. I thought that was liberation. And what I realized is that being in a smaller body was not liberating. I was completely trapped in an eating disorder and fear of gaining weight and fear of being around food.
And now I'm not afraid of being around food. I eat everything I fucking see. Who does this remind me of? Is this like Piers Morgan in a wig? Who is this person? Who does this remind you of? Like one of those Easter Island, the Moai. Maybe that's what it is. I think don't I have a Moai screenshot? I think I got one of those. Maybe it's close. And this is not a nice thing to say about someone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right. Well, there you have it, fam. That's it. That's it. That's it. Could that be Piers Morgan? I don't know. I'm between. Let me see. Piers Morgan with a wig on. Oh, that's close. Ooh, I was over target with that. Hold on. Oh boy. Oh boy. How is this show still on the air? I don't know, fam. I was actually close with that. Ooh. Dios mío. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's probably that Rachel. Yeah, it's that one. What was it? Was it Rachel? Yeah, the The dude that pretends to be a woman, Rachel. Oh, that could be it. Admiral. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck. Damn, that's a face, bro. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, that might be it. No glasses. Zoom in. Yeah. All right. No one wins today.
And fear of being around food and comparing myself to other people. What I mistook for liberation was really knowing that I was free from anti-fat bias or weight stigma, that in a smaller body, I was not worried about encountering it. But that's not liberation. That's not actual freedom. And after healing from my eating disorder and being in a fat body, of course, I encounter anti-fat bias and I encounter weight stigma. And still, I have more liberation today than I ever had when I was in a smaller body. Because even though I encounter anti-fat bias and weight stigma, my experience of living within my own body is liberated and is not dictated by food rules and an eating disorder and fear of weight gain.
Okay. She looks like the penguin. The penguin. Danny DeVito, the penguin. All right. That was good. I didn't listen to half the thing because I was trying to find something to make fun of it. I'm going to hell. At least I like the heat. All right. Let's do the last one. Try to be gay, and then we're going to go into overtime. Who's ready for an OT? Driving while gaining. Yeah, if you're tired, if you're out of breath because you're speaking, on the internet, you're making a TikTok video, if you're tired from that, that's a problem. If you're exhausted from just doing a video on the internet. All right, this one's called Try to Be Gay. Holy shit, jump scare. This is literally, I watched the first frame. This is straight out of, what is it? What's it called? Hunger Games. This is straight out of Hunger Games.
I am gay. Are you gay?
I didn't know this music.
And if not, would you like to try to be gay? We're taking new applications and it's really fun. You get magical powers and free honey buns. Your mom is gay and so is your dad. If you're not gay, it's really too bad.
All right, fam, we are going to go into overtime. Let's go and give away today's Swole card. It's Swole card time. Are you ready? I have eye AIDS. I literally just got AIDS and monkeypox in my fucking eyes. Holy shit. That's a monkeypox speed run right there. Wow. Fuck me. That was like if an Oompa Loompa fucked the show, or like that woman or whatever that thing was from Hunger Games, right? If an Oompa Loompa, well, now we're going to do it. Now we're going to look it up. So let's look up Hunger Games clown. Yep, that's it. That's it. Okay, so it's this one. That is this. Having sex with Oompa Loompa. The FBI is watching my search history like, what the fuck is this guy looking up? Yeah, that's it. About does it. Well done. All right. So that person, that was these two things. That was this. Okay. That was this. Where's the gay thing? Where'd that go? Did I move that already? Date added. Oh. Where was that?
I am gay.
No argument there. That's about it. Nailed it. Holy shit. That is, come on. Let's give you some biceps and girls in the comments for me. Nailed it. That was, boom. Look up. That was literally accurate. Holy shit. That might be the best shit I've ever seen in my life. Or the worst. No, it's definitely the worst shit I've ever seen. But that's the best. What a pull. What a pull. That's a fucking nightmare blunt rotation right there. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Shee. All right, let's cleanse the palate. Tom Timian. Mr. Mustard. Hashtag Fef. Chance to win today's Swole Card. Nightmares. Absolute nightmares. Fam, we're about to go into overtime, so don't nobody go nowhere. And overtime is going to be lit like a tit, so you don't want to miss out. You can start heading over to the Daily Swole Telegram chat because it's live for members. Hashtag Fef. Here we go. Are you ready, fam? Time for the SwoleCon. Rumble in the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Who's going to win? Roll for roll, spin for spin. Spin for spin. We got a winner. Winner, chicken dinner in the Daily Swole Telegram chat. It's Shane Pittman. Congratulations. Shane. What up, Yaboosh? All right, congratulations. Right on it. Spin for spin. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 3031. In the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you the Swole Card, fam. You know what time it is. Let me hear a little auga. Finish him. All right, fam, we are going into overtime, and you know what that means? That means new driving while gaining. It means new balls deep edits, and it means it's only for members. So you can head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the fam. Remember, we have an app launching very soon, so you're going to be getting in ground level access. You'll be notified first, and you'll be able to jump in and just blast your eye holes with the greatest content in the game. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into an overtime segment, new edits, new drive while gaining. Of course, we'll do a throwback, and we'll have this up in Swole TV for members if you cannot catch it live. Thanks for being here. And of course, stay tuned and plugged into your phone because we'll be sending out Swole texts over the weekend for those Swolosophy episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you respond, and we're going to be dropping some knowledge cock in your ear holes over the weekend. And then, of course, back on Monday at 12 noon Eastern time for new releases, epic merch. I promise you, it's going to be lit. So thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And let's get it on in OT. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
He's heating up!
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. Owe me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.